Attraction isn't about tricks or manipulative tactics. It's about creating meaningful connections that leave a lasting impression. Most men tend to focus on external behaviors, believing that acting flashy or showing off is the key to attracting women. But the truth is, real attraction comes from within. It's about mastering the subtle elements of emotional presence, confidence, mystery, and even silence. In this video, we'll explore 7 powerful ways to cultivate deep and irresistible attraction without playing games or seeking approval. Whether you're looking to enhance your relationships or simply connect on a more authentic level, these principles will help you stand out and leave a lasting impact. We'll cover how to develop presence through powerful eye contact, the art of subtle challenges that spark curiosity, and the importance of creating mystery by holding back just enough to keep her intrigued. You'll learn how silence can be a quiet yet effective tool in building connection and deepening attraction. These strategies are rooted in timeless wisdom from Stoicism, an approach that emphasizes self-mastery, emotional control, and understanding the deeper dynamics of human connection. Real attraction isn't about what you do, it's about who you are. When you shift your focus from seeking validation to mastering yourself, you'll find that genuine connections happen effortlessly. Now let's dive in and explore these transformative principles that will help you stand out and create meaningful connections. 1. The power of non-physical attraction. Non-physical attraction is a profound yet often overlooked aspect of human connection, one that goes far beyond superficial appearances. It's not about what someone looks like, but rather how they carry themselves and the energy they project. At its core, non-physical attraction is rooted in confidence and self-assuredness. A man who enters a room with quiet composure, maintains steady eye contact, and speaks with certainty naturally commands attention. His calm demeanor and unwavering presence signal emotional strength and stability, traits that women are instinctively drawn to. But confidence isn't about arrogance or dominance. It's about self-awareness and being completely comfortable in your own skin. A man who radiates confidence doesn't need to chase attention. He knows his worth, and that quiet, self-assured energy makes him attractive in ways that words or physical gestures alone cannot. Beyond confidence, emotional intelligence plays a crucial role in non-physical attraction. A man who listens deeply, shows empathy, and understands the emotions of others creates a connection that resonates beyond the surface. Women are naturally drawn to men who exhibit emotional maturity, those who engage in meaningful conversations, ask thoughtful questions, and truly listen without interrupting. These behaviors demonstrate respect and genuine interest, fostering a deeper, more authentic bond. Another key element of non-physical attraction is mystery. A man who doesn't reveal everything about himself up front creates an air of intrigue that keeps people curious. But mystery isn't about being distant or aloof. It's about allowing others the space to discover who you are naturally. When a man withholds just enough information, he sparks curiosity, inviting others to get to know him on a deeper level. This sense of enigma builds anticipation, making the connection feel richer and more meaningful. Emotional intelligence and mystery. Authenticity is crucial. A man who is genuinely himself, flaws and all, naturally stands out. Authenticity attracts because it signals that a man is truly comfortable with who he is. He doesn't pretend to be someone he's not, nor does he rely on superficial traits to seek approval. Instead, he embraces his true self, allowing his personality to shine through. Authenticity encourages openness, vulnerability, and deeper connections. Women are naturally drawn to those who are unafraid to reveal their real selves, as it fosters a sense of trust and familiarity. Lastly, non-physical attraction thrives on respect and presence. A man who respects others, shows kindness, and gives his full attention in conversations creates an environment where people feel truly valued. Presence isn't about dominating a space. It's about being fully attentive and engaged. A man who maintains steady eye contact, listens without distraction, and creates moments of stillness in conversations makes those around him feel truly seen and heard. Non-physical attraction is about the energy a man brings into a room. His confidence, authenticity, emotional intelligence, and ability to cultivate mystery make him stand out in a world where physical appearances often take center stage. Those who master these qualities offer something deeper, a connection that resonates long after the initial encounter. 2. How to make her feel truly seen. To make a woman feel truly seen, it all begins with the simple yet powerful act of presence. When you show up fully engaged, offering your undivided attention, you create an environment where she feels acknowledged and valued. Truly seeing someone isn't just about observing them. It's about understanding who they are beneath the surface. It starts with listening, not just to her words, but to her tone, emotions, and the subtle cues she may not even realize she's giving. A man who makes someone feel seen notices the little details, the way she shifts her gaze, the passion in her voice when she talks about something she loves, or the way she laughs at the smallest things. These moments reveal who she truly is. And when you recognize them, you create a connection that goes deeper than surface-level interactions. A key part of making her feel seen is holding space for her to express herself without interruption or judgment. It's about giving her the freedom to share her thoughts, dreams, and vulnerabilities at her own pace. When you create a safe space where she feels comfortable being her authentic self, she begins to trust you and let her guard down. Validation is crucial. Acknowledging her feelings, desires, and perspectives without dismissing or trivializing them shows her that you respect who she is, both in her strengths and uncertainties. Beyond listening and validation, making someone feel truly seen requires an understanding of emotional depth. It's not just about hearing what she says, it's about recognizing the emotions behind her words. When you ask thoughtful, open-ended questions and express genuine curiosity about her experiences, you signal that you're interested in who she is as a person. Asking questions that prompt deeper reflection, like, what are you passionate about? Or, what truly matters to you, allows you to connect on a more profound level. Most to you, inviting her into deeper connection, inviting her to share more of her inner world creates a sense of intimacy and connection. One of the most powerful ways to make someone feel truly seen is through meaningful eye contact. Holding her gaze isn't about dominance or discomfort. It's a subtle expression of attentiveness. Eye contact communicates presence. It signals that you are fully engaged, open, and truly listening to what she has to say. When you maintain this connection, you reinforce the message that she matters, that her words carry weight, and that her presence is valued. Finally, making someone feel seen is about showing up authentically. Be genuine in your interactions, and ensure that your actions align with your words. Women are drawn to men who are self-aware, men who don't need to hide behind facades or false personas. When you embrace who you are, flaws and all, you allow her to do the same. Authenticity invites trust and intimacy, creating a space where she feels safe to reveal her true self. In doing so, you're not just making her feel seen, you're building a bond rooted in mutual respect, understanding, and deep connection. The art of subtle challenge. The art of subtle challenge lies in the delicate balance between encouraging growth and maintaining a sense of intrigue. When done right, a subtle challenge doesn't force someone to conform or change in overt ways. Instead, it nudges them towards self-awareness and deeper reflection. It's about planting seeds of thought, pushing gently without overwhelming, and fostering a space where curiosity thrives. The goal isn't to dominate or control, it's to inspire. A subtle challenge is most powerful when it's quiet, unassuming, and natural rather than forced. For example, instead of telling someone what they should do, subtly suggesting or asking questions that encourage introspection can be far more effective. Rather than giving direct advice, ask, "What do you think about that? How would you approach that differently?" These types of questions create a sense of personal responsibility, allowing the person to reflect and reach their own insights, rather than feeling pressured to conform to your expectations. A key component of subtle challenge is the willingness to remain patient. Growth takes time, and the most impactful challenges occur gradually. It's not about pushing for immediate results. It's about encouraging someone to look inward and see themselves with more clarity. Providing space for this reflection is crucial. When you engage with someone in a way that respects their autonomy, they're far more likely to open up and take ownership of their personal journey. Another vital element of a subtle challenge is the tone and approach. A challenge delivered with arrogance or superiority rarely resonates. Instead, a gentle touch, combined with empathy, creates a safe space for someone to explore new ideas or habits. For example, pointing out something they may not have considered without undermining their current perspective allows for growth without resistance. It's like planting a seed of doubt that slowly blooms into self-awareness, rather than trying to force them to uproot everything they believe. Subtle challenges thrive in moments of to be continued in the next section. 4. Self-reflection. The key to subtle growth. Encouraging someone to think beyond their immediate reactions or assumptions invites growth. A simple yet powerful question like, have you ever considered how your actions impact others? Subtly invites introspection, sparking new perspectives without pressure. It's about creating opportunities for reflection, allowing someone to come to their own conclusions rather than feeling pushed or manipulated. A key part of this approach is recognizing that growth comes from within. Subtle challenges respect this inner process, trusting that the person will arrive at their own realizations in their own time. When you focus on fostering self-awareness rather than imposing change, you cultivate a deeper connection, one that allows both individuals to evolve together. Subtle challenges also encourage humility and confidence. A man who can challenge with respect and self-assurance demonstrates a quiet strength, one that is far more attractive than someone who demands obedience or validation. Confidence doesn't need to be loud. It's found in the calm assurance of knowing your own path. By subtly challenging someone, you inspire them to see their own potential while remaining unattached to the outcome. The art of subtle challenge is rooted in the understanding that growth is deeply personal. It's not about control or manipulation. It's about nurturing curiosity and self-awareness. When done with care and respect, these challenges create lasting change, transforming both the individual and the connection itself. 5. Mastering the power of tone and language. Mastering the power of tone and language is one of the most overlooked yet impactful elements of attraction and connection. How you say something often carries more weight than what you say. It's not just about the content of your words. It's about the energy, intention, and presence behind them. A man who speaks with confidence, calmness, and control immediately stands out, as these qualities are deeply rooted in how people perceive you. Women often subconsciously pick up on subtle cues like tone and language, signals of confidence, stability, and intrigue. The power of slowing down. One of the key aspects of mastering tone is learning how to slow down and speak deliberately. A calm, steady, slightly lower voice conveys confidence and composure. When you take your time with each word, your tone becomes measured and intentional, creating a presence that is impossible to ignore. Contrast this with someone who speaks too fast, stumbles over their words, or fills pauses with nervous chatter. These behaviors signal insecurity and a lack of control. To master tone, focus on slowing down your speech, allowing your words to carry weight, pausing at the right moments. Pauses, when used effectively, create anticipation and depth in conversation. For example, rushing to say, "I really like spending time with you." Instead, try this. Pause for a moment, meet her eyes and say, "You know, I really enjoy spending time with you." The subtle pause before really adds depth and intentionality, making her lean in, eager to hear more. The role of language, creating intrigue beyond tone. The choice of words plays a crucial role. The right language can spark curiosity and foster deeper connections. Rather than being overly direct or flirtatious, using suggestive language creates intrigue. Instead of saying, "You're interesting," try something that invites curiosity. "There's something about you I can't quite figure out." This subtle shift in language makes the conversation more engaging, inviting her to explore the mystery alongside you. The subtle shift that creates intrigue. A small shift in how you speak can spark intrigue, leaving her wondering what you truly see in her. Instead of engaging in surface-level conversations, subtly steering the dialogue toward more meaningful topics deepens the connection. For instance, rather than asking something generic like, "How was your weekend? What do you do for work?" Try something more thought-provoking. I get the feeling you've had experiences most people wouldn't believe. Care to share one? This type of question invites her to reveal more of herself, fostering a genuine connection beyond small talk. Ultimately, mastering tone and language isn't about saying the perfect thing. It's about creating a feeling she can't ignore. A confident, composed man communicates his intentions subtly, letting his words and presence speak volumes. When done effectively, this mastery turns ordinary conversations into unforgettable interactions, leaving a lasting impression that lingers long after the conversation ends. The eyes have it. The power of eye contact. Powerful eye contact is one of the most underrated yet highly effective tools in attraction. When used correctly, it conveys confidence, presence, and depth, far more than words ever could. The eyes are often called the windows to the soul, and for good reason. Most people aren't used to someone truly looking at them, which is exactly what makes eye contact so impactful. When you maintain steady, confident eye contact, you demonstrate that you are fully present, attentive, comfortable in your own skin. This tells her that she has your undivided attention, creating a sense of intimacy and importance. Holding the gaze, the key to confidence. The key is not to stare or appear confrontational, but rather to hold her gaze just a second longer than most people are comfortable with. This subtle act of patience signals confidence and self-assurance. Imagine having a conversation with someone who constantly breaks eye contact, looking away nervously or checking their phone. This can feel dismissive, disinterested, or insecure. Now, contrast that with someone who checks the box, holds eye contact naturally, offers a slight knowing smile, looks fully engaged in the moment. This signals that you are tuned into her, truly listening, and engaging with her on a deeper level. The power of anticipation. Holding eye contact also creates anticipation. When a conversation is flowing and there's a natural pause, maintaining that gaze allows her to feel the weight of your attention. If she looks away momentarily, it's often a sign that she feels the intensity of your attention, but isn't uncomfortable with it. If she glances back to see if you're still looking, it's a clear indication that you've piqued her curiosity. Additionally, eye contact is especially powerful during moments of vulnerability. When she shares something personal, instead of rushing to respond, simply hold steady eye contact as she speaks. This conveys that you are truly present. This makes her feel heard, valued, and understood. The unspoken message of eye contact. Beyond attraction, eye contact builds trust and creates a sense of mystery. It subtly communicates that you are comfortable with yourself and don't seek validation. This is highly attractive because it implies that you don't need to prove yourself. You don't need to impress her with words because your presence speaks for itself. A man who can hold eye contact with confidence and ease becomes magnetic without ever having to say a word. Sixth, building mystery, the power of being. Just out of reach mystery is one of the most underrated yet powerful tools in attraction. It's not about being distant or elusive. It's about creating just enough space and intrigue to keep a woman engaged and curious. When you are just out of reach, she finds herself wanting to learn more, wondering what lies beneath the surface. The key is not to reveal everything up front. Too much transparency too soon can lead to boredom and a loss of interest. Instead, leave room for curiosity. Allow her mind to fill in the gaps. Most men make the mistake of oversharing, thinking that if they impress her with details, she'll feel more connected. But in reality, when everything is laid bare, there's no room for imagination, wonder, exploration, the art of pacing and subtle teasing. The power of being just out of reach comes from pacing, subtly hinting at who you are without giving away too much. For example, if she asks about your weekend, most men might say, "Oh, I went to the gym, grabbed dinner with friends, then watched a movie at home." Instead, create intrigue by responding with, "Checkmark. It was interesting. Maybe I'll tell you about it sometime." This leaves her curious, wondering what happened, inviting her to want to know more. Mystery isn't about playing games. It's about keeping things dynamic and engaging. When you have a life full of passions, hobbies, and goals, she sees that. You're a man of purpose. You don't rely on her attention for validation. You're secure and independent. Most men chase validation, but when you're focused on your own path, she'll want to understand what drives you and why you're so confident in yourself. Leaving on a high note. Another way to build mystery is by knowing when to end an interaction. If you've just had a great conversation, don't drag it out endlessly. Instead, leave on a high note. Check mark. I really enjoyed this, but I've got to run. Let's pick this up another time. This creates space, allowing for anticipation and keeping her intrigued. Why is this so effective? It prevents the conversation from losing energy. It makes her eager for the next interaction. It subtly communicates that you have a full, interesting life. Revealing yourself in layers, building mystery, doesn't mean hiding who you are. It's about revealing yourself in layers. Let her discover who you are over time, piece by piece. This slow unveiling creates a connection that's far deeper than any surface-level interaction. When done right, she'll be drawn to you, not because you overwhelmed her with attention, but because she feels there's always more to discover. 7. Mastering the art of silence. Silence is one of the most powerful yet overlooked tools in attraction. It's not about being awkward or disengaged. It's about using moments of quiet to create space, meaning, and anticipation. In a world where most people feel the need to fill every gap with chatter, the man who understands how to use silence effectively becomes magnetic. The power of silence in connection. Silence speaks volumes. It signals confidence, calmness, a deep sense of self-awareness. Many men rush to fill the silence fearing discomfort, but in reality, it's in those quiet moments that the real connection takes place. When you let silence linger, you give her the opportunity to reflect, to absorb what's been said, and to feel your presence on a deeper level. A well-timed pause can often convey more than 1,000 words ever could. Using silence to build anticipation. Imagine this. You're in a conversation with her, and instead of rushing to respond, you allow a moment of silence. You meet her gaze, offer a calm, knowing smile, and let the moment breathe. That silence creates anticipation. She starts wondering, what is he thinking? What's coming next? What's beneath the surface? It's this space that builds curiosity, and curiosity is one of the most powerful forces in attraction. Silence enhances the impact of your words. Well-placed silence makes your words more meaningful. For example, if she asks, what's something you're passionate about? Instead of rushing to answer, pause. You hold her gaze, smile slightly, and say, that's a great question. Let me think about how to answer it. This simple shift makes her feel that her question matters. Your response is genuine, not rehearsed. The conversation has depth. Silence. During moments of vulnerability, silence is especially powerful when she opens up about something personal. Most men immediately offer advice or change the subject out of discomfort. But when you hold space, simply listening without rushing to speak, you communicate that you are fully present, truly engaged, someone she can trust. Your calm, attentive presence tells her that she's heard, valued, and understood. Using silence to create mystery. Just like mystery is built through intrigue, silence also adds a layer of depth. If she asks, how was your weekend? Instead of launching into a detailed play-by-play, you simply say, it was interesting, maybe I'll tell you about it sometime. Then let the silence do the rest. Silence as a sign of strength. Mastering silence isn't about being withdrawn or passive. It's about showing restraint, confidence, and control. When you get comfortable not filling every moment with noise, you create an atmosphere of presence that most men fail to cultivate. You don't seek validation. You don't rush to impress. You own your space with quiet confidence. That kind of assured presence is rare and deeply attractive. So while silence may seem counterintuitive, when done right, it creates intrigue, builds emotional depth, leaves a lasting impact she won't easily forget.